Shopify's point of sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. Need a fast and secure way to take payments in person? We've got you covered. How about card readers you can rely on anywhere you sell?
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yep, that too. Want one place to manage all your online and in-person sales? That's kind of our thing. Wherever you sell, businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.
Y'all, I want to talk about what I did on Friday night because I'm on YouTube TV, and so I lack the ESPNs right now. And so I've been relying on radio, which I've really enjoyed. In fact, we got a shout out from Tulane's Director of Communications, Commish. Their radio call called us out specifically.
Oh, I love them. They're awesome.
They're great. And his voice was going too. It was getting real froggy for some reason, but they love us. And
Hi, Tulane Radio. We love you too. As a former college radio person, we love all radio. Go radio.
I assumed that his voice was getting froggy because his voice was not healthy enough for Tulane football.
Has he tried Zycarl?
They didn't try it in this game, but no, I love Corey Glore. He's the voice. I always look forward to their video that they do the call of the game for the Tulane game. After that, and you can see Corey and his booth mate. His name is slipping me at the time, but you can see them get like really animated. And I just love the home cooking calls are really, really good.
So
how was the home cooking in Harvard?
Well, there were two early games. It was Morgan State, Delaware State, and Harvard at Columbia. And I couldn't find any of those. None of them were on the Varsity Network to start with. So I found the Harvard radio call through the Harvard website, the Harvard football website. And it took me to Bloomberg Radio, Boston.
That is exactly where Harvard football should be if it's not on PBS.
Yeah.
Every commercial was either for the Harvard Coop or it was for, I assume, some kind of financial crime wrapped up in private equity.
Do you have a Bloomberg terminal yet? Buy a Bloomberg terminal here.
Now, it was two of the most Boston guys you've ever heard. Listeners, if you don't know, like, there are some local people that go to Harvard, but Harvard's a very multicultural, multinational place. That they found two locals that sound like they've dropped every R from their verbiage is impressive. Because that
the guys who actually do park their cars at Harvard Yard.
Exactly right. Yeah. And they were pissed off because they were in New York anyways.
Obviously.
And then also, they couldn't see the stats from the game for some reason. They didn't have a laptop or something. They weren't clear about it.
Ooh,
so they were just vibing on it too. It was great. They couldn't they didn't have a spotter, so were trying to you could hear them
and Stat Tracker was down or something. God bless them.
So they were just trying their fucking hardest. It was a great stream. Like, the vibes were immaculate. I was so happy I found this because this is listeners, we have a rule in our Discord that we don't do regionalisms because regionalisms start.
We don't talk. We try not to define regions because then somebody says Pittsburgh is the Midwest and I get really mad and everybody else gets really mad and it just turns into a whole thing. So we just don't do it anymore.
Even though Pittsburgh is the Midwest.
Beth, you know better.
But the regionalism here on college radio is maybe the best part about it. Because it isn't that national blandness. It is still local calls. Harvard having financial crimes as their sponsors is as good as Iowa having corn feeds.
I was thinking about the Iowa corn ads, which are extremely real. I cannot recommend listening to Iowa football radio calls more highly.
Just great. Congratulations, Harvard, on your win. I even posted the fight song, which I never do, but I was very pleased with Harvard's win. They absolutely bodied Columbia. So good for you guys. Keep doing financial crimes and go Crimson, I guess. God, that hurts.
Keep doing crimes.
Keep doing financial crimes.
Well, war crimes too, but they're known for both.
Sicko Melly here with your game of the week. The Air Force Falcons flew out west for a battle with their conference foes in the San Jose State Spartans. The conference clash had both teams seeking to keep slim hopes of bowl eligibility afloat. The two tangled and the pair of teams came in with deficient defenses, and the crowd hoped for a pointsy affair in the afternoon. The Spartans struck first, finding a field goal in the first quarter, but doom and gloom was awaiting San Jose State in the second frame. The Falcons found a touchdown, then the fleet-footed Falcons flew in front of the football, intercepting the oblong oval. The Falcons floated and fluttered down the field for another 7 on the scoreboard and a 14-3 lead. Then the Air Force defense forced a scintillating safety by deflecting the spear from the QB, who then flailed at the football, flicking it off a lineman's helmet and back into the path of a Spartans running back, who caught the pill in the end zone, and the Falcons forced him down to the field for a 2-pointer. The Falcons led 16-3 at the halftime whistle. The Spartans started slow in the second half, but found pay dirt at the opening of the fourth quarter and sliced the Air Force advantage down to 3. The Falcons were not flustered, and Air Force answered immediately, taking the lead back up to 10, 23-13. The Spartans slid back down the field for a field goal and shrunk into a one-possession game. Air Force methodically matriculated the moleskin, allowing the clock to tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock down to 33 seconds, and struck a 33-yard field goal with 31 seconds remaining left, sealing the Spartans' fate, and the Falcons flew home winners. Air Force 26, San Jose State 16. Sicko O'Malley also had news on the prize fight in Ypsilanti, Michigan. The animal altercation is what they were calling it. It was set for 4 quarters in Ypsilanti. From the south side of Chicago, the defender of Detroit, the Persian power known as Pudge, versus from parts unknown, likely in a garbage can, the rogue of Renierson, the mighty MACCOON. The mighty MACCOON took an early lead in the bout, but the Persian power found his footing, squaring the scorecards in the second round. The MACCOON missed on some power punches, and Pudge wouldn't budge, and battled back in the third round, taking an advantage with a flurry of feline fists. The mighty MACCOON found a second win and struck swiftly, pushing Pudge to the ropes and taking the advantage in the fourth round. The defender of Detroit defiantly dipped, ducked, and dodged the MACCOON's mitts and let it all hang out in the final frame, brandishing body blows to the MACCOON's midsection. In one final fury, the MACCOON landed some power punches that sealed the scorecard, giving the rogue of Renierson a split decision victory and setting up a raucous rematch, hopefully next year. Eastern Michigan 27, Bowling Green 21.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sickos Committee podcast. This is your podcast for the evening of Sunday, November 9th. Yes, I did just cut Gordon off like Adam Hahn starting to play the guitar riff when Matt Healy is saying things on stage for 1975 shows. Don't at me. I am not actually your host tonight, but I'm just going to keep going. I'm obnoxiously Pitt Girl. Alongside me, as always, we have Jordan and Commish and Beth. And Arthur is on the ones and twos, but he's not here yet, so which is fine. He'll be here eventually. Commish, how are you?
I'm good. My kiddo had his final game of the season. He was struggling to like mentally get prepared for the game, and I was like, hey, you know, this team that they were playing, they had like special like airbrush jerseys, and they were known as the Bulldogs, and he was kind of like psyching himself out. So I had to tell him, I was like, hey, you know, there's many different types of Bulldogs. There's a Georgia Bulldog.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Mississippi State Bulldog.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Sanford Bulldog that just fired their head coach.
Mm-hmm.
So not all Bulldogs are the same.
There's a Yale Bulldog.
And that's right. And he went out there, caught the game-winning touchdown pass. They won 14-12.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
So they ended their season. They won their bowl game. And I mean, he threw a halfback pass for like like half the field. It was amazing. It was a great time. I'm glad he got to play. I'm glad he he was able to like mentally work through it and play. And I mean, without him, they wouldn't have won the game. So it was
Hell
phenomenal.
yeah.
So you
Beth,
would say
how are
he's
you?
got that dog in him?
I mean, he got that dog out of the other team.
Have
Okay,
I asked
fair.
what is their mascot? Your team's mascot?
They're known as the Patriots.
Ew.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, fine. Beth, how are
Yeah.
you?
I just didn't want to talk about it.
I'm how you get when you do advanced music theory from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's how
Ugh.
I am.
Oh, that's too
Brain
many. That's
brain
too much.
mush. Brain
Yeah.
mush.
Yeah. Neo-Riemannian transforms. Let's go.
That's
Oh,
fucking
fun.
math. That's math. I know that's math. Why are you doing math?
So, Pitt Girl, there's a point in music theory when you get to serialized music where it becomes math.
Ugh.
In fact, Schoenberg, very much known for 12-tone music, but also very much known in mathematics for like set work and
Mhm.
serialization.
Mhm.
It becomes the same thing.
That's gross. I'm sorry.
It's
Pitt
fine.
Girl, how are you?
It's Sunday. Happy Sunday. I didn't touch grass on Saturday, but I did touch grass a little bit today. And I went to a food hall in Red Lion, which is like not really all that much of a place, but it has a nice name, Red Space Lion. All the signs have like a Scottish lion rampant on the street signs in Red Lion, which is fun. They have a food hall that's opened in like a former warehouse or something, like one of those brick buildings with the big windows. There's some good stuff there. Go to Wild Batch if you find yourself in Red Lion or Wrightsville, folks. I had a cinnamon roll that was like an apple cider donut, and a cinnamon roll had a baby.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel that.
It was real good.
We need to start with some news. UCLA has decided that they're going to break contract with the Rose Bowl, and they are headed to SoFi Stadium for their home game starting next year.
But who will observe the sun?
They said that this is going to be because they think they can get more money from the luxury suites and luxury boxes at SoFi to make up for the stuff at the Rose Bowl for breaking the contract even. The Rose Bowl Pasadena group is suing them because of this, because they're breaking contract.
Yeah.
It will cost them somewhere between 60 and 80 million to break the contract. Money is not real. Never forget that.
No.
Now, listeners, if you are of a certain age, and you probably are, you probably think that the UCLA has always played at the Rose Bowl. That's not
Yes.
the case.
Yes, I think this.
Right. They've only played there since like the 80s. They used to play at the LA Coliseum, which they shared with USC.
Oh, so it was
Yeah.
like a Jets Giants situation.
Mhm.
And what they would do is I think I read this. One of the reasons they started wearing home to those games is because they were both the home team at that same stadium.
Also because it's fucking great.
Because it's the best
Yes.
home. Gang, what do we feel about this? I have my own opinions. It feels weird to move to a soulless NFL stadium. That bugs. But I also see that the Rose Bowl, while great, SoFi is technically closer to campus.
I was just about to ask that question.
Yeah.
And like it is also too big for UCLA, but it is less too big for UCLA.
I think they maybe save. It's probably about an hour for students to get to the Rose Bowl now,
It depends on traffic, but yeah.
depending on traffic. And then from what I'm seeing right now, currently, it's about 27 minutes pending traffic. This is the current time right now. I can't imagine what it is on a game day, but it's like 27, 30 minutes, which is probably a lie. So you maybe save 20 minutes by going to SoFi instead of the Rose Bowl.
I mean,
Arthur?
do you think that the Rose Bowl as a facility is great, or is it just the Rose Bowl game that you think is great?
I think
The-
the
'Cause there's a
facility-
difference there.
The
I think
Rose
it's
Bowl,
almost
the game, if it moved in the way that the Cotton Bowl has moved, it would suck. Like, I hate that the Rose Bowl, the entity, is so up its own ass. But like, the sunset over the San Gabriels is a thing for a reason, and it is objectively good and cool. And if you move to SoFi, You don't have that anymore. It's like Fenway, right? Like you have this big old historic thing that's been there. It's got to be there.
But also, Fenway kind of sucks.
Yes,
And-
exactly.
And if you are a larger gentleman such as myself, sitting in Fenway seats, very uncomfortable because it was built for people who were eating less than the caloric intake that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I like the seats at Fenway. It's like they're giving me a little hug.
Yeah, I bet because you're also small.
I have yet to go
That's
to
fair.
Fenway.
I have been to both Fenway and Yankee Stadium. I guess the new one. I'm too young to have been to the old one. But I've been to both of them. I have seen 0 baseball games played at either of them.
Yeah, I've only ever been to Yankee Stadium for Pitt football.
Ladies and gentlemen, sickos touching grass. Beth, you touched grass this weekend.
I did. It was my turn.
Yay!
I went to see West Virginia, Colorado on purpose.
Ah!
It was a delightful time that was had by all. I made soup again because it's what I do. We paid money and got Puddles up on the scoreboard,
Wonderful.
and he was a happy lad about that. Yeah, it was a chilly day. It was a really windy day for that game. But yeah, we had a really good time. I got to see a safety.
That's right, you did.
Oh, I was deliriously happy. I saw a beautiful punt block safety. Just
You got to see a
the
game that
game
was 2-0 for a while.
yeah, the game was weird and very stupid.
What was the clock issue? What did Dion do?
So you know how the substitution rules work. So
Right.
like, offense sends somebody on, and they were doing the thing where the defense really lags sending their people back on.
Mhm.
Except Dion was doing this down with like 6 minutes to go in the game.
Oh, so he was
And-
eating his own clock. Got it.
Yeah, he ate 2.5 minutes of his own clock in a game where this ended up mattering. And I'm watching this happen, like,
I was going to say, this committee idea, Cookie Monster, but it's Clocky Monster.
yeah.
He just eats clock. No?
It-
Okay.
It was really, really weird. That entire choice was just baffling. I'm watching it, and like normally the home fans are booing. Like, we're not even booing. We're like, wow, is he really doing this? Like, is this the plan?
Look at this
this-
shit.
Hey,
So-
but he did this earlier this year too,
Yeah.
right?
Nice.
Yeah.
When you say
he's taking it on the road now.
when you say Colorado was down, was this a situation where they were down and it was like, you know what, let's just get the game over. We're not going to come back.
No, this is like a 10-point game.
Yeah, it was.
You can maybe get a stop here, and like you easily have time for 2 drives. They had all their timeouts. Nope.
How was the after party? Because I know that you stay at the tailgate tent now.
Yeah. So we were very radio dependent for the same reason that Jordan was very radio dependent. We've greatly enjoyed our friends at the Varsity Sports Network. I introduced my dad to the Blitz. Dad's like, this is very exciting and confusing. Which game are we listening to? It was very cute.
I have that problem sometimes. Like, it'll flip and then the announcers don't like say which team it is, and I'm just like, where are we? I don't know.
Yep. Yeah. But it was kind of bonkers after the game because Colorado brought a number of fans to this game.
Okay.
And I guess some people who were walking past my tent, and listener, one of the tents we have has a giant flying WV on the side of it. Like, you can't, walks by and he yells at us. He's like, y'all better take Dion and go back to Kansas. And he just keeps walking. And I'm like, what?
There are so many things wrong with this. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Beth,
My brother
I-
looks
I-
at me and he is like, it's sad what Neil Brown has done to the education in this state. So
thank you for making the joke so I didn't have to.
Arthur, you went out to watch sports at bars? This is you
Yeah.
touching grass, except the grass is a sticky floor.
Yeah, I'm not about to do anything outside. Also, given the weather that we've had this weekend, it was. I will say, it ended up being a good weekend for my Portland Thorns, but even though I'm here in Pittsburgh, the weather made me feel like I was in Portland for the game. Despite the weather in Portland during the actual game was pretty good, but just walking to and from the bar I went to, definitely cold rain was what we were dealing with. So I wasn't about to touch grass because it would probably be wet. It would probably, stain my shoes, which I don't like. So no, but I mean I'm kind of tired just because like it actually takes something out of you to watch a game in a bar,
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of used the excuse of this whole YouTube TV thing. Despite not actually watching any games in bars that I couldn't have watched at home, because I do have an antenna, so I can get all the ABC stuff. So for me, I'm not really missing much because they're putting the good stuff on ABC for now. But I went to the bar anyway. I went to a bar on Saturday for the early slot of games, and I was thinking, what's the type of bar that Penn State fans would hang out in? So I was just trying to think of like what's somewhere pretty basic.
Mario's.
So you went to Chili's.
So I went to Mario's. Pitt Girl, you got it. The one in Shadyside.
Yeah,
and,
no, not the Oakland one.
Well, just because that one was closer.
Yeah,
but that meant that I did get to watch that end of the Indiana Penn State game with Penn State fans next to me. Perfect. So that ended up paying off. I was a little bit nervous that it wouldn't pay off, but it did. And then today I went to a bar that I had never been to before. I wanted to check it out. It seemed like the perfect time. I went to it's opened recently. It's called Title IX, and I went there to watch.
Oh, that's right.
The Portland Thorns survive in advance, we'll say, in the NWSL playoffs. So
Title IX famously the bar that shows only women's sports.
Yes, that's their whole deal. So because I was thinking, where am I going to find a bar that will have the NWSL on when there's NFL football people could be watching? And
that's where
found that one.
Shows correctly.
That was a good choice.
Let's talk about our games this week. Man, I really need a musical sting for when we switch over to the games of the week.
Game of the week.
No, you don't. You can just make noise.
Sorry, I can't hear
you. No, that's not this segment. That's the wrong segment.
I know. There we go.
Air Force and San Jose State, come on down.
San Jose State 16, Air Force 26. We were saying this was going to be a pointsy game. It did not happen that way. It actually turned out to be the funnier way of this. Air Force decided they were just going to run the ball and not try to pass it. Now, they've been doing that a lot, but going 5 for 10 for 41 passing yards and then running the ball 63 times for 261, that's fun. We did find out that San Jose's run defense is worse than Air Force's pass defense. Those two were very close together at the bottom, and we found out that Air Force could stop the pass better than San Jose State could stop the run. Would you believe
every football game is like a tiny science experiment, and you learn something, and that's what we learned.
This game was rather close until like San Jose State's absolutely awful second quarter.
Oh, it was a very bad, no good, awful.
San Jose State's second quarter. It was interception, the weirdest safety you have ever seen, and then end of half. Which this safety, I mean, look, I love this safety so much. And like Air Force got to like 14-3, they got 2 touchdowns, and like they took advantage of the 2 interceptions. Then they got the 2 points on the safety. Basically, what happens on this safety is that San Jose State's backed up in the end zone. The quarterback, Walker Egan, goes to pass. The pass is deflected back, like batted back towards the quarterback. So Walker Egan tries to just bat it down because he doesn't want to catch it because it would be a safety.
Yep.
So he bats it down, but then he bats it off of an offensive lineman's helmet right right into the hands of a San Jose State running back who catches it and then gets immediately tackled for a safety.
Oh my God, this was so good.
This, I mean, I have the video here if you want to watch it. Arthur's probably like, no, we don't need to watch it. But we can put this on a clip because this safety is, you don't see this too often. Like the quarterback's like, no, get this out of here.
Yeah.
It doinks back to the running back, and the running back who was blocking turns around and just sees a ball in his face. He's like, I gotta catch it.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you're trained.
It's just like, there's a ball. Was it a fumble? I gotta get it. You know, I mean, no idea, because like he was blocking on the other side of things. No idea what happened. He catches it, then he immediately gets tackled, and Air Force gets a safety. Just, I mean, if you're gonna have a Sickos game of the week, we gotta see something we've never seen before, and I don't think I've ever seen this ever happen in a game before.
It's been no, I don't think so either.
No, I've been doing safety compilations all season, and like this is the most unique safety that I've seen this year. And if somebody has any idea, shout out to Quirky Research, you'll find one where like the punter like threw a lateral, whatever. Something like that.
My favorite safety outside of the one at the end of 13-9, of course, will always be, sorry, Beth, will always be the one where the VT player just like absolutely hucks the ball into space, and the cheerleaders are just like, what the fuck was that?
Like he gets his foot, Ruben Drone gets his foot stepped on, and he's just like, whoa! And the cheerleaders are like, what's going on?
I do love the quarterback steps out the back of the end zone kind of safety. That's a tasty one for me. I will say Walker Eget had 334 yards passing. They had what's his face? I didn't put his name here. Who's their wide receiver? Help me.
Danny Scudero.
Scudero had 144 yards receiving, and they never led after halftime. Just could turn all of this into nothing.
It's like Air Force turned San Jose State into spinach. Yep. Like they let them get all these yards and stuff, and then Air Force was able to stop them, or San Jose State made a mistake, and basically nothing but spinach for San Jose State. And Air Force was like, fine, we're just going to keep running the ball and keeping the ball away from you, because Air Force had the ball for 35 minutes. I'm sorry, almost 36.
It was 26. Really close to 37. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I'm not even sure if it's spinach at that point, or if you're just making a nice reduction. Like, we need to make sure we can coat the back of a spoon with them.
It's a demi-glace at that point.
Mm-hmm.
435 yards for San Jose State, 302 yards for Air Force, 3 turnovers for San Jose State. Just not good. And now they're both 3-6.
The Spartans have led in 8 of 9 games this year, but they are 3-6. Like, this is the Nebraska level of unluckiness we're seeing for the Spartans this year, where the dice just keep coming up bad every single time, or almost every single time here.
Unfortunately, sometimes it just be like that.
Sometimes dice rolls just don't happen the way you want them to, y'all. The other problem was that 16 of these Air Force points out of their 26 were gifted off of turnovers. And 2 interceptions, 1 fumble deep in Air Force territory. That's not how you win games, y'all. To the MAC, Eastern Michigan 27, Bowling Green 20. The MACCOON triumphs. Pitt Girl, what do they show on the 4th quarter at Eastern Michigan?
There's a hype video, and it says "Unleash the MACCOON," and it's the MACCOON, and then they animated him, and he like jumps out of the screen. It's so good. I was so excited.
The MACCOON turnover chain was back. They had the video. The MACCOON triumphs. EMU has beaten Bowling Green 4 straight times. This is their longest win streak over Bowling Green since 1919 to 1929. Since the Spanish flu and the Great Depression. So Eastern's on a tear. We love to see it. Here's a fun fact for y'all, because we were trying to figure out what is the MACCOON giving them? Because it's giving them something. But it's not turning out to be wins all the time. But here's the thing, y'all. Eastern Michigan is perfect in the red zone this season. They're 31 for 31 of red zone trips. That's crazy efficient. There is only one other team in the country who is also perfect. and it is Oklahoma.
That has to make you happy.
Oklahoma and Eastern Michigan. Simpatico. Similar programs, both alike in honor.
Yep. Two houses alike in dignity.
Mhm.
Yes.
Fair Verona really are seen, yes.
We do love congruence in football.
Now I'm just imagining Oklahoma with like a maroon field.
That would be crimson, sir, not maroon.
How dare
It's crimson and cream.
Crimson and cream. Oh yeah, and the lines are cream.
Yeah.
Oklahoma should consider changing conferences. The MACCOON looks good in red.
Just swap the conference swap.
They run out with the Sooner Schooner, and then just an army of raccoons burst out of the back.
I mean, technically,
Texas Tech
Oklahoma is technically in Middle America. You would say.
What's more Sooner, aka stealing things, than a raccoon?
It's true. I mean, and also like raccoons love dumpsters, and I'm not saying the Sooner Schooner is a dumpster, but I am saying it is kind of dumpster shaped.
Yeah.
Watching the Sooner Schooner tip over is a lot like watching what happens whenever a bunch of raccoons are attempting to get into a trash can. So yeah.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. I mean, there's typically food in the Sooner Schooner, so raccoons would probably jump in there and try to take food.
Is in the Oregon Trail, do raccoons ever attack your wagon?
No.
I don't think so. No,
No.
that's not one of the events. Okay,
I've only ever played Oregon Trail, the card game, and there are no cards for raccoons. No.
Yeah, there's not so much.
Do the raccoons give you dysentery?
Rabies. Same thing.
Okay.
I don't think you get rabies either. You do get snake bite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raccoon bite.
Dysentery, broken leg, broken
Cholera.
broken axle. Your oxen are dying.
My oxen are always dying.
Yeah.
Goddamn oxen.
Starving rations, grueling pace. Let's go, bitches.
Oh yeah, no, we're whipping this thing. In one of the later ones, it was described as like hard whipping. It's like, yes, that's what I want. Whip them harder. Is that everyone? I don't know. The livestock, the children, whatever. Whip them harder. Make it go faster. Then you would get to like Utah, and then the water would be all shitty. In the later ones, you wouldn't have clean water because, nothing but salt lakes. And apparently they were drinking them. I don't know. Let's talk about Friday night. Tulane 38, Memphis 32. Commish? Your heart, sir. I will say that the radio call, they were so relieved at the end. It wasn't excitement. It was just like, oh my God, we survived this.
Man. So
I am once again asking if your heart is healthy enough for Tulane football.
It's not. It's just not. It's not. And there is a nature of Tulane football that it does have that fuck around and find out, but it's also a combination of they go hot and cold and get really streaky, because they're I'm not gonna say like it's play calling or anything like that, but like they're young. There's execution. There's a stupid false start, or somebody doesn't get lined up right. They're small mistakes, and then they all seem to happen all at once, and it's like it's contagious. And when they got that 42-yard pass in the second quarter, the third quarter, and when they're up like 35, whatever, on Memphis, and then I was like, okay, if they get a touchdown here, I'll feel comfortable. But as soon as they got that field goal, I'm like, this is still a 3-possession game.
Yeah.
I was just like, no, this is not, no comfort whatsoever. And you're like, well, Jordan in the chat was like, well, I think Tulane's got it. I'm like, no, never. It is never over. And then here comes Memphis.
The stupidest thing. I say some stupid shit, but like assuming that Tulane has something locked up is the stupidest thing I say.
Yeah, don't say that. Why would you say that?
I don't know, man.
And so like Memphis goes right back down. It's a touchdown as soon as the fourth quarter starts. And then Tulane goes 3 and out and punts. And now Memphis is back down. And for some other reason, I can't remember what touchdown they got the 2-point conversion. I think after the one, they made it like a 13-point game. So like they would beat Tulane by 1 with a touchdown and extra point. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Just like they do this stuff. And Memphis and Tulane, it's stupidity. There's points. There's ridiculousness. And whoever's the team that is leading or needs to win the most will lose. Because Tulane needed it last year, and Memphis beat them on like weird. Was it Thanksgiving or was it Halloween? I can't remember what it was.
It was a holiday. I remember.
It was a holiday, and so like Memphis ruined their season, and Tulane just paid them back. I-55, like these two teams. It's never a normal game. It's ridiculous. Talent levels are rather similar, and then the weird thing about the momentum, it looks like the one team is like, God, how is this other team still like standing in this game? I mean, the Memphis quarterback was like limping the entire time. And then they had to put in the backup, and the backup's leading them down. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
This was the best kind of Friday night football. I have a question. I have an open question for the group.
Okay.
Is there any conference as fun mid to top as the American this year?
I've been having a lot of fun with the American. I love that the American has stepped into the former ACC weeknight slots.
Yeah.
I love that they've done this. Like the American has been a lot of fun. And for a G5 conference looking for that auto bid to the playoff, it's a very, very smart move to do this. Because if you get your bangers out there, everybody sees them because there's kind of the only game on. If you don't want to watch NFL on Thursday or, just you got a game on Friday. Like some conferences have shied away from that. But I feel like that's a smart move by the American.
I feel like they have the juice more than anyone else this year. The Sun Belt's sort of like on a down year. They don't have a bunch of teams up near the very top that are all fighty. The Mountain West has a couple, but they're not. It doesn't feel the same. The American has absolutely just been blown the top off with like 4 or 5 teams that are very, very good, and another 2 or 3 that are pretty good, and have absolutely been taking each other out the knees, which has been fun.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone has already kind of agreed that the American was the conference to watch. Like, I don't know if this gets treated the same if it, like, the MAC is really competitive. There's no one running away with the MAC, but people aren't going to view it the same because people are all, like, I feel like it's kind of a chicken and egg thing.
The American has a bunch of big out of conference wins, though.
They have out of conference wins. The American has the out of conference wins,
and they do have pretty much the only like nice out of conference wins out of anybody. Tulane, Duke. The only I was trying to think of the whole G5, and really the only one I can really think of outside of the American where a G5 team beat a power conference team that's not terrible is San Diego State beating Cal. But
Independent UConn
beat
Duke this week.
Right, but they're not a G5 team. They cannot win the G5 spot.
No, they'd have to get.
They have to be a G5 conference champion. They're not in a conference.
No, they don't have to. They don't have to be a G5 conference champion. That's not the rule. The rule is not conference champion. The rule is simply the best G5 team.
No,
right, but
you have to win your conference to be the best.
No, sir.
You have to be the highest ranked G5
it is
team.
Five conference champions make the playoff, and the 5th one, by process of elimination, has to be but it has to be the champion. If you lose the conference championship game as a G5, it doesn't matter how good you are. You're out, unless you rank in like the top 11, top 10.
I'm just saying that UConn deserves more.
UConn, if they wanted to make the playoff, they would have to make it as an at-large team.
I am not arguing for
They'd
playoff
have to be top
UConn, to be
10,
clear.
top 11.
I am simply acknowledging the fact that UConn beat Duke. That's all.
They did. Yes, Duke. We'll get to Duke. They are tied, I think, for first in the ACC, and they're 5-4 overall because they are 1-3 in their out-of-conference games. They lost to Illinois, which, that's another power conference team, but then they did also lose to Tulane and now UConn. But yeah, UConn, like, it's cool what they're doing, but there is a certain point where them not being in a conference kind of puts a ceiling on like how much it can do. Because like they've won 7 games at this point, they're probably in good. I don't know what the deal is with their bowl situation. I know there was that one year we had to bully the bowl season Twitter account to make them a shirt. But yeah, being independent for them does, kind of put a ceiling on how relevant they can get. But yeah, I mean, just back to the American, like I don't want to say that like, comparing them to other group of 5 conferences, because I think they just started out ahead. Like, I don't know that they've really, done a lot just this season. Like, it's a multi-year thing.
Let's spin the wheel of ACC and come up with a result. Cal 29, Louisville 26 in overtime.
Sure.
It's a result.
Why not?
Results.
The kids love ACC football.
We honestly, I will say the ACC has been massively entertaining.
Yes.
Just stop walking in with the expectations that Clemson, Miami, some combination of Clemson, Miami, and Florida State are going to be good, and then you're going to have a good time, because most of the time that's not actually true. Just walk in and enjoy the chaos. You are inside the popcorn popper while the popcorn is popping. Just enjoy it.
Commish, we sold a bunch of shirts, all Coastal Chaos shirts, to Cal fans after this game won.
Awesome. Look, there's a reason we made the shirt, because this is all Coastal Chaos. I love this game because it was just back and forth. There wasn't like many like huge swings momentum wise. Like, this was two evenly matched teams playing each other. And I mean, Louisville made like one mistake, one interception, but there's points where like Louisville had chances to just, put this, like, basically make this a little bit out of reach, make it like a 10-point game, make it a 2-possession game, but they kept not being able to do that and let Cal hang around, and Cal will fight to the death. I don't like, you have to put Cal in the sleeper hole to just get him out. Like, they're
in a lead-lined coffin. You have to bury them. You have to put them underground, and even then, I would double line that coffin to make sure they are actually dead.
And like leave the silver stake in their heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's got to stay there.
Commish,
like, man.
Commish, do you know who Hatsune Miku is?
No.
Okay, Commish, Hatsune Miku is a virtual pop star. She does not actually exist. She is a set of vocal.
Yeah, she's a Vocaloid. Yeah.
How dare you?
Okay, so this is in the chat. It says, if Cal beats Louisville, I'll put together a Cal Hatsune Miku cosplay and wear it to a game. Bookmark it.
This is from friend of the program at Woke Mob Football, Callie Woke.
I mean, all Mikus are canon. They're all valid.
I don't know. Sure. Go ahead, Cal. Do it.
This
you got
is
bowl
honestly
eligible
the
too,
least
Cal.
weird thing a Cal fan has done with anime girl content. I guarantee you, this is the least weird thing Cal fans have done with anime girl content.
This is
bowl
the
eligible
same,
Cal.
This is the same Cal fan that promised to show her feet on Twitter if they won one of their games, but they lost that one. Whoops.
Oh, well, that's good.
Never show feet for free, kids.
Yeah, no free feet.
I love what Cal did in OT. They could have kicked the field goal on like 4th and 3.
I was like screaming
on the 5.
Yeah,
and send it to double OT. Cal was like, "Fuck it, we're going for it." And they did, like, moved one direction, like towards the wide side of the field, and then JKS like planted and threw back to the short side of the field, and the wide receiver, Jacob De Jesus, who tied a school record of receptions in the game with the game winner touchdown pass with 16 in OT.
Love it.
Love the route. Like, it was just incredible. I mean, great game, Cal. Bowl eligible Cal. Let's go.
And there are still people who want Justin Wilcox fired.
Sorry. I think we have to take the blame because we just kept saying Louisville in our chat with voice chats to try to say it as short as possible with least amount of syllables. So we probably take the blame for causing rules.
If you just relax your throat like you're gonna chug something, and then just barely move your tongue. Oh. Arthur?
So Louisville is still an interesting team to me
Ooh.
because they have yet to lose in regulation.
Yep.
Mhm.
Only OTs.
So, yeah, only in overtime. I don't know what's going to happen down the stretch, but they're
Sounds
in a
like
position
UConn.
now at 2 losses in ACC play where it's unlikely they make the ACC title game.
Mhm.
Oh, that math
But-
is so fucked right now. Let's not even talk
Yeah.
about the math there because that is
Wow,
annoying.
It actually
we
got
could-
a lot less complicated this
We could-
week because we got one more data point.
We can-
And it will keep getting less complicated until the final week of the season, and then we'll have to figure it out. But we'll get there when we have to get there. But
yeah, we'll
Louisville
cross
and
the bridge.
also Miami are in a position where I don't know what the committee is going to do if they win out,
I'm
because
not-
they'd be 10-2, and especially like Louisville, no regulation losses,
No,
probably some pretty
we're
good wins.
We're good. We don't need to talk about the playoff. Let's talk about Mark Stoops bringing the ham trucks to Lexington.
Florida
Is that what
7.
that was?
Florida
That's
7.
right.
Florida 7. Kentucky 38. You can't just walk into the sort of nice Kroger and expect to win.
I would like to
Right.
propose that actually perhaps Kroger Field is Murder Kroger.
It might be, especially if you're a Gator.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
God.
You come into you come into Kroger Field, you get murdered. Welcome to Murder Kroger.
Florida was up 7-0.
Yeah. What happened?
And then
Call
it
the
just all
ambulance,
went.
but not for me. Murder Kroger.
Commish, I'm going to need you to read the drive chart after that. I put it in the show notes for you there.
What drive chart here?
This line right here. This is
After they scored
after
their
they
touchdown.
scored. What were their drives like?
All right, so they scored the very last drive of the first quarter to go up 7-3 on Kentucky. This is what Florida did after that: fumble, punt, interception, end of half.
And then the second half is what?
Then the second half they did punt. This is probably my favorite drive. They went 14 plays, 31 yards in 7 minutes and 3 seconds and punted.
Yep.
Yes, that was great.
Yes.
Then they went downs and downs. That was it.
But hey, but the streak's alive. 470 consecutive games.
Mm-hmm.
7 points gets them the streaks continued.
The funniest thing for me here is both teams had 4 turnovers.
Yeah.
And it's 38-7.
Mm-hmm. It tells you how bad Florida played.
Yeah. Not good. DJ Lagway was replaced in the game.
He was.
And it didn't go much better for the backup either. So, but DJ had 3 interceptions. Florida had a lot of fumbles.
We say that the CW loves football, and they truly do. They do a really good job on their broadcasting. I enjoy it.
Mhm.
However, Sam Houston, 21, Oregon State 17. They had the wrong Sam Houston logo up for the first half. One that they haven't used in 3 or 4 years. They switched it eventually, but it was the wrong one, full stop. And that's pretty unacceptable from just a design, from like a broadcast standpoint for me.
I mean, it was an old logo. Like, it wasn't one that they never used, right?
No,
Like,
it was one
just out
that
of
they
date.
stopped using 3 or 4 years ago, which
Right, but
makes
it
no
was
sense.
just out of date.
Which makes no sense why the CW would have it, because they haven't been broadcasting football that long.
Mm.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they're getting this packet. Like, I doubt the CW is putting together, in terms of like getting every logo, like putting it all into some system. They're probably getting it from someone else, and that someone else didn't have it updated because
Okay. Well,
Sam Houston hadn't played on the CW.
Okay, that happened then. Anyways, that Sam Houston won their first game of the season. Everyone gets one.
Yay!
Now,
one in a row. One in a row. One in a row.
we still need UMass. You'll get there, kids. I believe in you, Minutemen. But we are at the point now where I was hearing stories that the Oregon State money went and talked to our athletic director and basically said, "You're out, or we stop the finances at this point."
Oh shit.
This
I
was
can get behind that.
That's true. That's true.
This is not the kind of loss on national television. By the way, Sam Houston is 4-0 in national television broadcasts.
Okay, so keep putting Sam Houston on national TV. That's what I'm hearing here.
They got
Who says no?
They got 2 of their
Not
games
Sam
broadcast.
Houston.
There was this game, 2 of their games broadcasted on the weird spring season, the COVID season where they went to the national title.
Yeah, they won a national title.
They won the national title, and then a random game against Alcorn State back in the 90s. It was on like regional ABC.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, Sam Houston on TV. Who says no?
The game-winning touchdown was off a 31-yard blocked kick, which is great.
Yeah. Well, not for Oregon State. You remember they fired their special team coach? That didn't fix anything.
No.
Yeah. This is the story of Oregon State's season is terrible. Like the worst. I don't know if there's a way to scientifically contribute or compare these, but I feel like this year's Oregon State, the worst special teams of all time. I'm not sure I've ever seen a team so thoroughly not be able to do anything. Like it would be one thing if there was a specific aspect of special teams that they couldn't do. Like if they just couldn't make
the entire side of the ball. It's the entire side of the ball.
It's everything. And people are like looking at their record like 2-10 or 2-8, and they're saying like, wow, they must be really, and I'm like, man, the offense and the defense aren't that bad. Like they're not great, but they're okay. And the special teams is worse than you can even imagine.
Well, Commish, I need you to read off the yard comparison here because fellows, listeners, friends here, this is fucking math breaking. Beth, you remember that teal game that broke math a couple years ago?
Yes.
Here's the same thing. Commish, read that, please.
Oregon State had 474 yards, total yards.
Okay. That feels good.
Okay.
Sam Houston State had 157 yards.
What? I'm sorry, what?
157 yards.
But
how?
That's 317 yards of difference, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, that's so many. What?
Commish, how many first downs does Sam Houston have?
8.
8 first downs, and they won this game.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
My brain doesn't work.
Stats and money aren't real.
I'm just going to leave and turn my brain off and turn it back on again.
It's still there. Those numbers don't change.
But I don't understand.
The funny thing is Oregon State's up 17-0.
Yeah. And then what happened?
And they lose 21-17.
The
most dangerous lead in college football.
Oh, it's true.
A 21-point lead is always the worst.
Well,
so look,
17-0 is the most dangerous lead in college football, but this one is close.
Yes.
This is
any lead when you happen to be Oregon State.
Yeah, that's rough, buddy.
Oregon State.
My kicker turned into the moon.
To get to 17 points, Oregon went touchdown, field goal, punt, fumble, touchdown. Sam Houston missed a field goal after getting that fumble. They could have been 10-3 at that point. So it's 17-0. Then Oregon State throws an interception, returned deep into Oregon State territory. Sam Houston goes one play touchdown.
Yep.
It's now 17-7, and then Oregon State misses a field goal right before half. They miss a 42-yarder. So another special teams fun. And then to open the third quarter, Sam Houston takes a kick to the house.
Yep.
Oregon State then misses a field goal, like double special teams whammies. Oregon State fails on downs. Sam Houston misses a field goal. Punt. Turnover on downs for the Beavers. Then the Beavers throw an interception. And the punt block for the touchdown, man.
And the block.
Look, you gotta be, and they lead 21-17.
Okay, so instead of holding our heads in our hands about Oregon State and cheering on Sam Houston, let's talk about a real feel-good story. 7-3 UConn?
Hey!
Yeah, baby. Commish, what do you say?
You don't just walk into the rent.
You don't walk into Rentschler Field. One of the folks in our Discord was like, no, it's called the Wrench. And we were like, no, they call it the Rent too. The Wrench would be great as well, by the way, because it was
The Wrench.
It's an old not Air Force base. It's an old
like a Pratt and Whitney airfield.
There we go.
Yeah, there's you can still see the like air traffic control tower when you go there. I've been there. Gotta go back.
Is that the one with the Bass Pro Shop right nearby?
There is a Bass Pro, yes.
Or is it a Cabela's?
Well, it's a Bass Pro now. If you look at the map, if you go on like Apple Maps, it says Bass Pro, formerly Cabela's. I posted about this on Blue Sky while I was watching this game because they have some nice B-roll of downtown Hartford that they like roll during this game. Listener, you can't see Hartford. You cannot see Hartford from Rentschler Field.
No.
You can see the Cabela's or the Bass Pro, depending on where you're sitting, maybe.
Are there?
You can park right next to it.
UConn should build a dome, and then maybe they can build one tall enough, and you can go up on the roof and see Hartford from there.
I mean, put us on the roof of the press box, guys.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I've been on plenty of press box roofs before. This
was an ultimate banger of a game too.
I love this game so much. It was so good.
It was genuinely very good. I watched. This was the game I watched in this time slot.
Fagnano went off. All the UConn folks are now starting the Fagnano for Heisman campaign.
I respect it.
Oh, I mean, speaking of on the roof, we had a fire at the West Virginia game.
I meant to ask you about that, and then I got distracted and stopped.
Yeah, we did. In the middle of the first quarter, just out of nowhere, one of the firework launchers went off.
Oh, that's right. You sent us this. Yeah. That's right.
And we're all like, wow, that was weird. And then it went off again. And
Seems
then
fine.
I looked over and there's just kind of smoke. And then you zoomed in with your camera and you're like, oh, there's actually fire there. So, and then they sent out this lady in black overalls who looked at it, summoned two police officers who went over and stared at it for a couple of seconds, then walked away to get a fire extinguisher. And about, 4 seconds after they cleared the area, it went off again.
Seems fine. Everything's fine.
But by the end of the game, the fireworks were working again, and that's really what matters.
Obviously.
Look,
when you're the roof of the luxury boxes.
Look, when you're overly excited, sometimes fireworks go off early. It's not a big deal. Happens to everyone.
Listen, when it's been a while, it can be tough,
Mm-hmm. I mean, Scotty got his first one at home. Is that his name? Who's your quarterback? Scotty
Fox.
Yeah, Scotty got his first one at home. Scotty knows.
Y'all, we had to score. we had to score 2 rushing touchdowns with a linebacker. It was.
That's fine. That's a healthy sign of. Well, you want to talk about a healthy sign of an offense? Wisconsin won a game.
Hey! One in a row.
And you're like, oh, okay. So that means Wisconsin has listeners.
Absolutely not. That is not what I was thinking at all.
Wisconsin broke football yet again. Commish, who was the leading passer on this team?
This game was so much fun. I loved this game.
Yeah.
Why it was their punter, Sean West.
Fucking course it was. 1 for 1, 24 yards.
I just did some stats. I'll post either Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
But I have the FBS punters and kickers total offense leaders. Your total offense leader is punter Sean West. He has 24 passing yards and 20 rushing yards for a total of 44 yards. He leads all of college football in total yardage for a punter and kicker. The nearest person is Orion Phillips, the punter for Utah, at 25.
My brother wanted to know if this game was basically a booty call for us.
I mean, hey, hello, what's up? You up, sickos? Yes.
Yes, Bucky the Badger. Yes. For you, yes.
Hey, sickos, come over. Our punter is our leading passer. Okay.
On my way.
We need to make that meme like the meme's like my mom's not home. And it's Bucky the Badger saying, our punter's the leading passer. It is like just run across.
Oh, that'd be good.
just I was like, hey sickos, our punter's a leading passer and we're winning.
Ooh.
So, do you guys remember how Washington State lost to Virginia earlier this season?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
So this was the one where the Washington State, they had two returners back. One of them called for a fair catch, but it wasn't the one who caught the ball, so the ball didn't go out to the 25.
Yeah.
Guess who did that this week?
Oh, it's a regionalism.
Yeah, like is it something about the state of Washington where teams just do this? Because I've only seen this from these two teams this season. I can't remember seeing it before, but I mean, they played each other this season. They share a state. Maybe it's just there's something in the water up there. I don't know what it is, but I just found that interesting that there's that connection.
Also, Wisconsin scored in the third quarter, so you finally get your free cheese curds for the first time since September 20th.
Yay!
The bad news is that they cooked all of them then, so...
Oh, they're just soaked in grease.
Well, I mean, also to be fair, by the time anyone hears this, it will be too late. You'll have to wait till the next time Wisconsin scores in the third quarter, and then be on top of that because our podcast just does not come out in time for anyone to be getting that deal.
Because linear time is a mistake.
Okay, listeners, we're going to throw to our ads here, but we have something for you. Yes. We're very excited about this. We've been sitting on this for months at this point. And we are just
We're building a theme park?
We are so incredibly excited about this.
Sorry.
Commish.
All right.
Start it.
Let's go ahead. Let's get it going here. Is your favorite team not bowl eligible, but you still want the bowl game experience? Or maybe your favorite team won't make it into the bowl game of your dreams. Here at the Sickos Committee, we have the deal of a lifetime for you. Introducing Duke's Mayo Maniacs, an exclusive partnership with the Duke's Mayo Bowl and the Sickos Committee. For just $50, about $58 total with fees, you get one ticket to the Duke's Mayo Bowl in section 206. You'll also get
a limited edition Duke's Mayo Bowl chef's hat and a Duke's Mayo Bowl apron. Also, you'll get food provided to you throughout the entire game.
The script, Pitt Girl. You're on it.
Wait, what? There's a script?
Yep.
Oh, shit. I didn't scroll down.
We're fine. I'll cut around this.
On top of that, you'll get a unique Duke's Mayo experience with flags and noisemakers. Then you'll get to lead and participate in special cheers, wave Duke's Mayo flags, and maybe other themed flags too.
Finally, you'll get multiple appearances on the Jumbotron in the stadium and a special celebrity appearance in your exclusive section.
We can't give away all of the secrets to this promotion, as there is much more, and who knows, a certain committee could likely be in attendance too. You can't see me winking, but I'm winking here. Hector, can you make my character wink here? So don't delay. Tickets are limited. Become a Mayo maniac while seats remain.
Start the line again so I have a clean cut.
So don't delay. Tickets are limited. Become a Mayo maniac while seats remain.
So what we promise, listeners, is a $50 ticket, about $58 with fees, section 206, a Duke's chef hat, a Duke's apron, food throughout the game, unique Mayo experience with food, flags, and noisemakers, unique cheers, Dukes, and punt flags, multiple Jumbotron experiences, the celebrity appearance in your section, and additional unnamed benefits. Y'all, we've been sitting on this for a while. This idea came up before the, what do they call it? The Duke's Mayo Classic, the one that, or the App State Charlotte one?
Yeah.
Yes.
The idea came up before that. And our friend Miller gave me a call before I think I even talked to y'all about this. And he was like, idea, Mayo Maniacs. And I was like, oh yeah, we're in. We're totally in. This is fine. He goes, that was the easiest call I had today. Yeah, no, it's good, man. Whatever you want to do, let's do this.
Jordan, hit the Mayo button.
Oh, I moved it. Hold up.
They're covering me in Mayo.
That's right. Not Beth. She's not gonna
No, not
kill her,
Beth.
man. No. We want her alive.
Beth is going to be in a hazmat suit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna risk my life to sit in this section.
We all know how to use EpiPens, right?
Or you do the stab.
Yeah.
Is it hard?
Yeah.
No.
Blue to
I've
the sky,
seen the
orange
movie
to the
Crank.
There you go.
In the movie Crank, I think Jason Statham uses an EpiPen at one point to restart his heart.
Crank. It's just like Crank. Everything's like Crank.
Just listeners, please know if you use an EpiPen, go to the hospital afterwards.
Yes,
Like,
that's
it's
important.
not- You're not better.
You're not better. You just stop yourself from dying very quickly.
Yes.
Or do a bunch more action leading to a climax that, you fight the bad guy, do all that stuff after
Is that how
taking the
Crank works?
EpiPen.
Okay.
Well, because he needs adrenaline to keep his heart going, so he has to do various things throughout the movie to give himself adrenaline, and one of them, he stabs himself with an EpiPen to bring him back because his heart's going to die.
We will talk about this more and more. We're going to release a lot of stuff with this. You'll see it all over the timeline, but you're going to hear this first, or actually tomorrow we'll release it to the world. But if you love football, love the Deuce Mail Bowl like we do, would go to a bowl game because it's a bowl game, not because of just whatever teams are in it, this is absolutely a great experience and something that we've worked with Dukes on to come up with the best ideas and have just an absolute blast at this thing. So we're looking forward to getting this done.
Only the finest ideas for you, our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Artisanal plans.
We made a plan. Do you know how much of a big deal that is?
We took phone calls.
We
shipped
kept the
multiple phone
secret,
calls.
too.
I know. If you like wearing what we're wearing, and why wouldn't you? Homefield Apparel, the exclusive and official apparel brand of the Sickos Committee. Did you see how fast they had a new Indiana shirt out?
You think there has to be a vault of like in break glass in case of emergency Indiana shirts? Just
They had it up and approved by like 2 hours after the game. It was shockingly fast. If you want stuff like us, offer code yes, yes, 3 HAs, 15% off your first order. Join our Beehive, which is where we write our things. There's great stuff on there. Andrew's Food Fusions have been one of my favorite things this season. He's been going out and making delicious foods and fusions and posting his culinary journeys. I've really enjoyed that. Check out our Patreon, $5 a month. Get access to our Discord, where we'll chat throughout the week and enjoy that. Get access to extra podcasts as well. And every time you guys give us money, it just means we get to do more fun things. Mm-hmm. Like this whole Mayo thing and what we're planning and stuff like that wouldn't work without your support. We're like NPR, but not.
But we like punts more.
Mm-hmm.
Sickos Committee podcast powered by listeners like you. Thank you.
Go to sickoscommittee.org where we have our delightful new merch, including our All Coast Conference. I also put up just a real simple black hoodie that says Sickos Committee on it that people have liked. I vibe with that as well. So get that. Go to our YouTube Commish post.
It's the perfect top layer for your funeral attire over top of your Troy Polamalu jersey.
Only the black one for funerals. You got to save the white one for weddings.
True.
Right.
Join our YouTube. Commish has been posting videos every single week on there, and people love them. He puts all the safeties in D1 that we can find up. He also puts out the longest kicks of the week and things like that, longest punts of the week. Had some absolute screamers this week we'll talk about. Go to check out our Instagram as well, our Twitch. I had a little lunchtime conversation on Twitch on Friday. Just popped on for an hour and chatted with folks. Had about 15, 20 people come and chat. It was great. Shout out to Message Board Geniuses podcast. Think of the places we refuse to go. Shout out to Feed Your Mascot podcast. Our friends Blue and Jeff take on college football culture. And as always, the College Football Blitz free on the Varsity app, which is also free. It is College Football Red Zone every Saturday throughout the regular season. They jump around the country and give you all the local radio calls. Right now with ESPN and carrier disputes, and it looks like we're going to miss another Monday Night Football, that this is going to be your best way to consume football for a lot of you. Other games that we want to at least say something about. Now, Pitt Girl. Sad hooting.
Sad hooting.
Army 14, Temple 13. Pitt Girl, how did the game end?
Temple did so good. Like, they did so good. And they, if they hadn't missed a field goal in the first quarter, they would have been leading this game. But they did miss a field goal in the first quarter. And then Army got the ball back with 9 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the game. And they never gave the ball back. They just sat on the ball for 10 minutes. And normally I would be very happy about that. But as someone that was paying very close attention to Temple football because it was on a channel that I have, and Pitt was not playing today, demoralizing. Temple, I'm still proud of you. I still believe in you. I still think that you can somehow make a bowl game. But oh my God. Army, why do you do this to people?
Sometimes the troops need to hatch the ball like an egg. And that's just the way it goes.
This is the first time I've watched Army do this where I was not rooting for it. Yeah. Where I was like, oh no, Temple, you're gonna get the ball back, right? Come on, they need one more possession. Oh, there's like 8 minutes left. Oh no, oh God, it's happening. It's happening.
You're gonna get the ball back, right? You're gonna get the ball. You're gonna, you're right.
There's almost 10 minutes left on the clock. That's plenty. Like, that's
like that meme of Anakin and Padme, and she just stops smiling.
I look, Army's in the same conference as Tulane. This happens too much. Not a big fan of it. Love you, Army.
We do love you, Army, but also sadness.
Hoot hoot.
Yeah.
Hoot, hoot. UAB 17, Rice 24. That is 5-win Rice under Scott Abel's new administration. This is a nicely seasoned bowl of sushi rice.
Delicious, delicious sushi rice.
Which I will eat just pure straight sushi rice with like the vinegar and a little bit on it. I love sushi rice.
Yeah, no, sushi rice is great. I don't like fish, but I love sushi rice. Sushi rice is good shit.
Okay. Interesting. So Rice, I want to just give them a shout out for getting where they are, because if you look at their last couple games, they're going to need to pull a major upset if they want to actually
it's not going to happen.
Get bowl eligible. But I just want to say for them that, this is an encouraging season no matter how it ends. Like this is a big step up from what they had been doing past couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Identity Rice. Texas State 39, the Ragin' Cajuns 42. Another team says, get the fuck out of this conference.
Go. Man, do people really, inside the Sun Belt, really think of the Sun Belt? Do they have the Sun Belt pride where they don't want to see a team leave? Because
it's more like you don't want to be here. We don't fucking want you here. Get the fuck out.
Well, because it's one thing to hear that from fan bases or people that might have more invested in, say, the conference. But what's interesting to me is it seems like players are getting into it, which I find interesting. That must be something that the coaches of the other Sunbelt teams are using to motivate their players.
Yeah,
because
I would.
They think they're too good for you.
Fired up about that.
Yeah.
Now, Commish, there was a conflict between the players, and I want to talk about where it escalated to. Was it a Donnybrook?
A what?
I mean,
a
Donnybrook?
I don't know what that means.
Am I saying the word wrong?
What's the level?
No, you said it right.
Okay.
What's the highest level here?
I mean, a war, genocide. Okay. So it probably doesn't reach that level.
Okay.
So where does it land on? What did you think this tussle was?
So, I mean, there was a good rumble. And then there's a Cajuns player that was trying to get into the Bobcats locker room.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
we might be in Donnybrook territory.
That Cajun was definitely raging.
That's all I could think.
I mean,
did you see that they have a new unofficial mascot?
Yes, Albino, alligator,
the white alligator. Yes.
Yes.
I think FRACAS. Whoever put FRACAS here is a good one.
Is it FRACAS or is it a FRACAS?
I mean, I think that
was the guy who played Riker, wasn't it?
Yeah. Never happened.
I think it is FRACAS. Hold up. I feel
like that's a matter
False.
of personal preference.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
We made it up.
False.
No, the Cajuns ruined my weekend. You know?
Oh, you almost had a Commish perfect weekend.
Almost had a Commish perfect weekend, but the Cajuns had to ruin it.
Commish, remind the listeners what a Commish perfect weekend is.
So the Commish perfect weekend, you'll learn how to buy. So like we had a chance, and
You got the free space in bingo.
we got Southern Miss. We got Southern Miss beating Arkansas State, which I don't know if this has ever happened before, but Charles Huff for Southern Miss beat Arkansas State, and he's leading the West right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he could possibly take two different schools on each division in back-to-back Sun Belt championship games.
That's
which
wild.
I don't think that's happened before. So shout out to Charles Huff and Southern Miss to the top. Then can we just skip right to the Louisiana Tech ending right now? Because
yeah, sure.
I feel pretty good about this one.
What happened?
Louisiana Tech's in Delaware. And
conference game.
Yep.
The best part for me is this, like, La Tech has this kind of sealed up. They have this, you think, right? They kind of got it sealed. So La Tech was leading 17-16 with just over 2 minutes left, and Delaware throws a pick six. So it's 24-16. Our man Nick Minicucci throws a pick six. You think it's done for the Blue Hens, but no. This is why they're known as the Fightin' Blue Hens. The Blue Hens drives down, score a touchdown. However, they missed the tying 2-point conversion with 34 seconds left. Do the Blue Hens give up? No. They are the Fightin' Blue Hens. They kick an onside kick and they get it.
Yes.
They recover the onside kick, and then they make a 51-yard field goal for the win with 12 seconds left. The Fightin' Blue Hens.
Hell yeah.
They don't
Go Science Chickens.
They don't call them the sitting Blue Hens.
No, they're not sitting. They're fighting. That's a bird that has like a bandage on the nose and is still ready to fight.
Blue Hens will throw down.
So that was the Commish. The Commish got two there, but then the Cajuns, beat the Bobcats 42-39. Then they got in a fight on the field. A fracas, or a brouhaha, a bit of a hullabaloo.
A Donnybrook. You learned a new one today.
I did.
I knew about Donnybrook.
I learned a new one today.
There you go. Great.
There's I was like, what level is Donnybrook?
Learning things.
We're an educational podcast now.
Where is the,
I think, Commish, you need to come up. We need to come up with our list of our words of what you used to describe conflicts.
So like the Texas is back scale, but conflict scale.
Or like the rice scale.
Okay. Right. Yes, like we could do it in the Texas is back scale. If you want to do
the one that I stole from like the national security.
Yes. That's what we had to live through. We're elevated. That's orange. It's definitely a brouhaha. Or whatever.
What if I told you Wake won by 7 instead of 1?
Are they allowed to do that?
They won 16-9.
A normal score.
That feels spiritually correct. Like it's a 1-point win still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chandler Morris went out this game for Virginia in the second quarter, and after that it was.
Oh yeah, that will do it. I mean, not exclusively that, but that certainly helps.
Bowl eligible Wake Forest.
Hey.
Let's spin the wheel of another wheel of ACC outcomes again. Yeah. Stanford 15, UNC 20. Yep.
Yeah.
That happened.
Cool. I mean, Bill Belichick got a win on the CW, baby. That's how it goes.
National television.
I just want to say, and I want to be clear, we have absolutely nothing to do with actually selecting a team for the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Mm-hmm. But if UNC wins out, they could theoretically be selected. Bill Belichick could theoretically be coaching
gritting
in that
his
game.
teeth, dragged through bowl week activities.
He would be
Could.
so angry about the mayo dump.
If you want to be a mayo maniac, you got to buy your ticket before you know who
That's right.
it's going to be. I'm just saying
But
it could be.
That is a possibility. If you look at all the potential bowl eligible teams in the ACC, look at all the potential bowl eligible teams in the SEC. Also, there's weird alignments too. There's some other ones. So you could be setting yourself up for, I mean,
WVU was not supposed to be on the list of eligible teams. Like,
no,
it happens.
They just went freestyle on that one. But I'm saying, like, right now, North Carolina, they're 4-5. So they just to make a bowl game, they need to win 2 of their final 3. But I mean, they're playing the other Carolina schools. None of those schools have looked great. You know, they're some of them are good. They're all probably having better seasons than North Carolina so far, but there is still an opportunity to salvage something this season for North Carolina. And I didn't really know that I would be saying that a few weeks ago.
Let's spin the wheel of ACC outcomes again. Florida State 10, Clemson 24. Pitt Girl.
This is disappointing. I'm kind of mad. I wanted a mid-off, and this is just boring. Like, boo. Boo.
Rutgers 35, Maryland 20. Rutgers now has 2 shots for bowl eligibility, but who are their teams?
They haven't played Penn State yet. Penn State.
So they have a bye week, and then they have Ohio State, and then Penn State to end the year. So you could potentially be looking at Penn State versus Rutgers, a bowl eligible.
That is another thing that's so possible.
Yes.
Penn State would have to win out to get to that.
Yeah, they would have to win out to do this.
But
still technically possible.
I mean, yeah. I would say that given how Penn State has played, they've been up and down. There's a shot that Rutgers could get that one. Mm-hmm. You know, there are some other teams sitting on 5 wins that I like their odds less. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, good job, Rutgers.
San Diego State 6, Hawaii 38. Instructions unclear. San Diego State drowned in the ocean.
All I know is the coaches got leis from Hawaii and they didn't wear them.
They didn't wear the leis.
Oh, that feels disrespectful.
That'll do it.
Like that feels like insulting the terrible towel, but like so much worse.
I don't know if like it's a requirement to wear it, or I don't know if there's some extra stuff behind. I don't want to like
nice flowers. Like,
I mean, maybe the head coach is allergic. I don't know. Maybe I have no idea.
Maybe they've seen snakes on a plane where the leis have like snake pheromones on them.
That's probably it.
Okay.
Kennesaw State 24, New Mexico State 21. The Saw 7-2, baby.
The Saw. I love this. Like,
I'm sorry, I just love our stupid fucking chainsaw noise so much.
I remember I downloaded it in the middle of a show and didn't think to actually check it before I played it, and it's an awful sound, but I'm never changing it now.
No, this is only the stupidest chainsaw noise for you.
I'm dying laughing because Kennesaw State is still undefeated in Conference USA.
Yeah,
and like if they win out, and in the American cannibalizes itself, and then like Kennesaw State could just be like fall into a 12 seed. Like, what am I doing?
Live from Eugene, Oregon, Kennesaw State visiting the Oregon Ducks. What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
Oh God,
it's so cold and wet.
I just wanted to go to a nice bowl game. What the fuck is this?
I wanted to go to the Cure Bowl in Orlando.
I wanted to go to the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Kennesaw State, if they go to a first round playoff game, will that count as their first bowl game? Or will it be next year like, you got to play in like a Cure Bowl?
They do not count as bowl games.
Yeah, they are not bowl games.
Well, you got to go play in the New Orleans Bowl.
Yeah, it'd just be funny like if that would happen. It's a long way away, but it's still in the realm.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible at this point. The Saw.
Yeah, here we go. Nevada 14, Utah State 51. The only real data point I want to give you here is that it was 41-0 at half.
Ooh. Ooh.
This was on CBS
Utah
Sports.
State was
I had
just-
it, and so I clicked off this one real fast.
Utah State was having so much fun. Like their celebrations after the touchdowns in the first half. They were breaking out all the celebrations. They had them all in store. Like they practiced so hard this week. They practiced celebrations for this game. It was so good.
Nebraska 28, UCLA 21. This was an upset. Technically, UCLA was favored. I did not realize that.
Well, I mean, Nebraska was down to their backup quarterback, TJ Zangief.
That's right. I need a good sound drop for Zangief, but I don't have one. Did he have some music or something in the original Street Fighter 2?
It was a lot of like grunting, but I don't know what Zangief.
Grab the Zangief is not the bad guy from
from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, yes. Or any of the Zangief clips from the Street Fighter movie.
Yeah.
This is true.
That was a great movie.
Zangief
Another great
is
Jean-Claude Van Damme film. Damn. He was so good.
TJ Zangief did have a great game. 13 for 15, 205 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, that's efficient.
And Commish, UCLA had our longest scoring drive of the week.
Longest scoring drive of the week for UCLA. 17 plays, 75 yards, 9 minutes, and 46 seconds to knock the game up at 7-7.
I heard knock the game up. I was very confused.
We're going to knock the game up. Not.
We're going to knock this game up.
It's pregnant with promise.
UNLV 42, Colorado State 10. Hold up.
It's Vegas, baby.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's all we got to say about that one.
I can't wait until this podcast just becomes Jordan pushing buttons. Like exclusively Jordan pushing buttons.
It's just going to be like chopped and screwed old episodes. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
You think about how much actual, like the numbers of hours of audio there are of us talking on this thing.
I try
you could
not
make
to
us
think
say
about
anything at this point.
Yeah,
Oh,
I try
absolutely.
really hard not to think about that, actually.
Hundreds of hours.
Every time people are like, well, if you say something on the internet, you can't ever take it back. I'm like, yeah, no fucking kidding.
Yeah, no, pour one out for my hypothetical congressional career. Derailed by having said something stupid on this podcast.
Just one thing?
Just the one thing.
Jacksonville State 30, UTEP 27 in a really good game that was only on ESPN2, just like buried out in the Sun Bowl. But Jacksonville State's still undefeated in Conference USA, which means they're on a direct path to Kennesaw State. Do they play each other in the regular season? Do all Conference USA teams play each other in the regular season? I actually don't know.
I think they do play each other.
Okay.
Let me see.
We're gonna have a de facto.
Oh, next weekend.
Oh, that's gonna be a
there
really
you
good game then. Okay.
It is not in the SAW.
Conference USA, interesting title race because you've got them, you've got Western Kentucky still kind of in it.
Missouri State's out there at 4-1 too.
Yeah, I mean, if they win, like can they make the conference championship because they can't make a bowl game this year. They're in their first FBS transition year thing. I guess technically their second transition year, but their first here up in FBS.
I'm not sure if they can make the title game. I would assume so.
Because I feel like at the G5 level, outside of the playoff spot, especially for like Conference USA, the Sun Belt, the MAC, winning the conference championship, it's definitely a good thing, but like it doesn't get you anything. Like the bowl, it's not like you go to a better bowl game if you win the conference championship. It's all kind of the same there. So I don't know that it really changes much if Missouri State wins that game but can't go to a bowl game. Like it's not like there's something like the Conference USA champion. They don't do that. It's just you are going to an ESPN Events Bowl. You are going to an ESPN Events Bowl. There's probably like one that's not owned by ESPN, but yeah, I don't know.
On Thursday night, man, Boone was jumping for this one. Georgia Southern 25, App State 23. This was a crushing, like just emotionally crushing defeat for App State, who was already not having a great year. And this sort of just absolutely kills it. I don't know if Clay Helton is long for Statesboro. Like,
but he won this game.
oh, I know that. I still don't know if Clay Helton is long for Statesboro. Those are two separate sentences.
I know, it's like, yeah, he almost blew. If he blew this game, he'd probably.
Oh, if he blew this game, we would have been having the conversation. We'd open this with Clay Helton being fired.
Yeah. It was one of the games. This was like 25-23, and there was no safety. I was really upset by this.
That's a reasonable thing to be upset about.
Yeah.
USF rolls against UTSA. UTSA on the road, not as good as at home. It's because of the piped-in sound I hear. Ooh, scandal. I love that has become their thing now. Yeah, Commish, what do you hear about Trailer?
I don't know. Like, at the end of the game, he's like complaining about money, about UTSA, and he's apparently been doing it a good bit this year. Like, he was saying that, like, South Florida is not funded. Their athletic department is not funded by the school, and so they have like an additional $8 million. And he's like, "Well, our school, we don't have this." And they're like, and I'm like, so I don't know what is there's rumblings. So I don't. It's not in a good position to where it was previously with that. So I don't know if he's growing tired of this job, or like the UTSA fans are growing tired of him. It seems like it's a combination of both, and
we might just be.
There could be a mutual parting of ways here. I'm not predicting anything.
A conscious uncoupling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm looking at, because they haven't fired him this week, right? So he's coaching still for now.
I don't think UTSA has money to just straight up fire and pay a buyout. Yeah.
So UTSA this coming week they go at Charlotte, so they do have to go away from San Antonio, but it is at Charlotte, and then they finish out the season hosting East Carolina and Army. So I'm not saying that they're going to go 3-0, but I would probably favor them in all those games, and so we'll see what the conversation looks like if they do finish the season on a winning streak.
Well, we'll see, because I mean, East Carolina is good. Army, again, it needs it for a bowl game too. So if UTSA doesn't handle business at Charlotte, and if they go 5-7, they lose to East Carolina and Army, but like they're a machine in the Alamo Dome. You would think they'd get at least. Okay, you keep saying that. I live here. I can't say that. So.
Ring mariachis will take him out.
I know. It's the mariachi mafia. You got to watch out.
I'm sorry. I just have this mental image of like when the mariachi mafia comes to do a hit on you, there's like ominous mariachi music.
Like you just hear one.
You just, you hear them coming.
They're coming. You just hear one mariachi strum on a guitar, and you're like,
"Oh no!" So dramatic. UCF loses the space game for the first time ever. They're 8-1 now in space games. Houston wins. Houston is Space City now.
Oh, I love how they talked about this. Coach Willie Fritz was just like, "Hey, no, they call us. They call Houston. We're the real Space City." Like after, and it's just like UCF has been playing teams that have really no affiliation with space. But like they put too much dip on their chip on this one. I think.
This is a classic fucking around and finding out, my guys.
They like I think Jordan, you were the one that asked like who has the least affiliation with space, and they should just like UCF was just like beating like schools that had no affiliation with space, beating the brakes off with them. But like you pick on Houston, for God's sakes.
Playing Colorado School of Mines, the least affiliation with space.
So people were arguing that Colorado School of Mines was, and I would argue against it because when space mining becomes a thing, who will be kings?
I mean, yes, but we're not there yet. So for now, they're like Colorado School of Mines is like the mole person school, and I mean that extremely affectionately. But like that's the whole thing is like.
I watched a documentary where a bunch of oil drillers go into space and save Earth from an asteroid. So
That's right.
I feel
So
like
in my head
Colorado
now,
School of Mines has something to
in
contribute
my
there.
head now, Bruce Willis graduated from Colorado School of Mines in Armageddon.
Obviously.
My vote for least space school was Oberlin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if math is even taught there. Texas Tech beats BYU's ass up and down the field 29-7. Like, they had to get field goals to do it. There were 5 of them, which is so many field goals. But I watched about a quarter of this, and I was like, oh, I know how this game is going to go. I don't need to watch this anymore. BYU is just not gonna hang here, and that's fine.
I love that like Texas Tech does this. It's just like they get like a bunch of field goals in rapid succession. They're just like beating you up, and like in the second quarter they get field goal. Like they just keep stacking points. Like they're just going for the easy layups, field goal. It may come back and bite them if they do make the playoff. I think that would do that, but again, I think they're still playing with their backup quarterback.
Were they this weekend? I can't remember.
Baron Morton's, right? Or is Hammond the starter? I can't remember. I think Hammond's the backup. Sorry, I got them confused.
Yeah, Hammond's the backup.
I love that they're trying to put the linebacker up for Heisman, Jacob Rodriguez.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I like that. So go put him up for Heisman. I love it.
Georgia beat the absolute tar out of Mississippi State. I am very worried about what Georgia's going to do to Texas next week. We'll get to those feelings later on.
No.
I have bad feelings.
Oh, it's in Georgia. Ooh.
Yeah, it's in Athens. That's why
that's
I'm worried.
a tough one. Well, you had a bye to prepare for it.
Sure. Arizona.
You know what they did on the bye to prepare for?
What?
Arch Manning met Victor Wembanyama.
Okay.
At
well,
his first game.
if Arch becomes 7 foot whatever and learns how to let me tell you, as a Spurs fan, it makes me so happy to see Wembanyama like really click as a basketball player, because holy shit, he's going to be a menace in the league for a long time.
As long as you can stay healthy, yep.
Yeah, I do love Arizona 24, Kansas 20. Friend of the show, Sarah on Blue Sky, went to a bar to watch this game, and it was just like, I fucking hate football. She's a Kansas fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one, Arizona won it with like 39 seconds left for the touchdown, and it was like, it was a pretty good rush too. It was like a 29-yarder or something, 24-yarder.
Iowa State beats TCU. Commish, what was weird about this one?
Iowa State scored 14 pints.
14 pints.
That's right. In the final half of the fourth quarter, and they win 2017. I tried to do an Irish pun. No, I'm just really playing off my misspelling of points.
There you go.
With pints. There you go. So, like, it looked like Iowa State was dead in the water, and then for some odd reason, the last half of the quarter, of the fourth quarter, they awoken, and they stole this game from TCU.
Diego Pavia sends his regards, Hugh. Vanderbilt 45, Auburn 38 in overtime.
Yeah. Yep. Didn't watch any of this game. I don't regret not watching this game, to be honest with you.
It's okay, Auburn. You're close. You're close. You know, you'll get there eventually.
I do really like that they fired alleged offensive genius Hugh Freeze, and then we're like, hey, you know what? What if we threw the ball at Cam Coleman? What if we did that?
Just make the whole offense out of Cam Coleman. They got to do something to make sure he doesn't leave. We'll see what the next hire is.
There was a special guest at this game. Because in the middle of Iowa, Oregon, there was a play where like the replay camera was smeared with rain. You couldn't see it. And I tweeted Art But Make It Sports being like, hey, great shot. And he's like, I'm no signal at Vandy game, anchor the fuck down. And then he managed to do an Art But Make It Sports from the game on his phone, because he is the best of us.
He's so good at this.
Yeah.
And then it was like, fuck yeah, anchor down, gold baby. And he was all over the place. It was great.
Perfect. Amazing.
Okay, fuck it. We'll talk about a big game. Indiana 27, Penn State 24.
Look, we can't not talk about this, especially because I went on record, both on this show and on Blue Sky, as saying that I thought Penn State was going to get put in the contraption, and that would have been very funny. It would have been very funny if Indiana had gone out and just like been like, "I'm a firing my lasers," and turned Penn State into a grease spot, but they didn't do that. Penn State came out and got the, our coach is gone bounce finally, and like did a defense. Like their defense looked really, really good in this game. And, Indiana looked like they had figured it out, and then they started fucking around again, and it like was getting down to it towards the end. And then Indiana remembered that it has the mandate of heaven. And Fernando Mendoza was just like, oh yeah, right, I'm the Heisman Trophy frontrunner for a reason, and started like slinging it. And Indiana made one of the best catches you'll ever see. And for me, that's even better than Penn State getting turned into a grease spot, because they had hope and then had it ripped away, just like I have had so many times as a Pitt fan. Now it happened to you.
What's great is, like, this wasn't one. I mean, they did review it, but once in real time, people were saying like, "Oh, there's no way he caught that." But as soon as they saw one replay, everyone was like, "Yeah, that's a catch." Like, It wasn't. I remember a previous time Indiana beat Penn State, and it was controversial. I don't think I've seen anyone, trying to Zapruder film this or argue for another ruling. No, it's just like, yeah, man, he caught that shit.
Clearly a touchdown, and the body control to not have his leading foot actually hit and be out of bounds. And also the fact that the back judge was in the right spot, looking at the right place, and got the call right on the field in real time is fucking insane.
My dad was asking me if we were going to talk about this game because, Indiana is very, very good. And I just said, I'm like, if we can't enjoy one of our little basement babies coming up and kicking ass, that would just be awful.
Yeah, no, Indiana is our beloved child, and we will talk about them even if they we will continue to talk about Indiana if and when they win the national championship, which is not a thing we normally really talk about on this show.
After their 10th title, we'll cool down, I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I want 2 quotes. One, Fernando Mendoza brings up his 80 yards with the boys from Cal. And Reed mentions he went 90 yards with the boys tonight, which is great. I would like to read his other quote. He got asked this, and I was ready to I'm going to carry the flag for this guy. I mean, physically, I feel good. I would say I'm a larger quarterback, but to see what the defense, special teams, and offense, especially the offensive line, what they're going through battling every play, I can't stay on the ground. No matter how hard the hit is, no matter how much it hurts, when seeing Charlie Becker or Omar Cooper take a hit on the seam, or seeing Pat Coogan, Khalil Benson battling their butts off, I know I'm going to put my life on the line for the team, and I'm going to die on that field. I will never sell myself out in that instance, and I would die on the field for my brothers.
That is metal as fuck.
That's what a Heisman winner says, folks.
Go off, Fernando.
Gus Johnson on this call.
Oh, man. Gus Johnson was driving me insane for 3/4 of this game because he was losing his mind when Penn State would bend over to tie their shoes. And then that last drive hit and he was just in another stratosphere. And I was like, you know what, Gus, you're in this one.
I thought he was going to shred his voice. I don't know how he didn't shred his voice.
Yeah, he went up an octave.
Several.
Give him the Heisman Trophy now is going to live rent-free in my brain forever.
Mm-hmm. JMU is now ranked at 24th in the AP poll, and they beat Marshall 35-20. Mm-hmm. SMU blasts Boston College. Yeah. A 6-3 Missouri State, bowl ineligible unless something happens. We'll talk more about the bowl math as we get closer. But Missouri State having a great season. And I'll be the first to admit I was way wrong on this. I shit on Missouri State or Conference USA preview, and I was like, they're going to be because they hadn't been that good in fucking FCS.
Yeah, I think we all thought Missouri State was going to not be super great in their first year, and I am happy to be wrong.
Yeah, more than happy to be wrong.
I'm just trying to think of the comparison of the Missouri Valley Conference to Conference USA. Because, like, if you look at the Missouri Valley Conference, you got all the Dakotas.
And
yes,
Southern
you got Youngstown State.
Southern Illinois.
You got
rough,
Southern Illinois. You got Youngstown State. You got, I mean,
there's a reason the Leathernecks left.
Illinois State. I mean, sheesh.
Yeah,
It's a murderer's row conference that has won pretty much every single FCS title except for Sam Houston in 2020, 2021, whatever weird COVID year. So Conference USA, I'm not like, I'm not talking down on you, but
no.
You face, like, that's a murderer's row in FCS that you have to face every single year in conference. And maybe, you don't get much of a break. I mean, maybe Middle Tennessee's a little bit of a break, just, yeah. I didn't expect it either, but, huge win. And they're 4-1 in conference now.
Oregon 18, Iowa 16 went exactly how I thought it would. Like, I could have just simmed to finish on this game. I thought it was going to end this way.
You thought Oregon was going to be the team that got a safety in the rain?
That was surprising. Now, before we get to that, Pitt Girl just put something in that I'm so glad she put in the show notes. Pitt Girl, what did you put in here?
So longtime listeners will know that we love the end zone pylon and that it is our dream to steal pylons because life is short and you should steal a pylon. And that is not an actionable suggestion.
Idaho, I'm still like, don't take our pylon. Like, they looked at me as like, don't take it.
Damn it. But because this game was like a big deal game, it had the fancy pylons with the cameras in it, and it was also pouring and absolutely miserable weather, so they put umbrella hats on the pylons.
There weren't, the umbrella hats on the pylons were not on the field, but I saw that and I was just like little umbrellas, like umbrella hats.
Almost like
this is my tropical pylon.
Like the little cocktail umbrellas.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing that amused me online about this game was seeing people be like, "Oh, can Oregon handle the rain? Does Oregon?"
Well, mascot's a duck for a reason, guys.
Like, does Oregon know how to play when it's cold and rainy? And then, so I saw a bunch of people make that joke. Then I saw a bunch of people in their mentions correcting people who had made that joke. Like, it was like somehow both things were overdone, the joke and the correction.
The thing about this game that interested me, first, it looked miserable and cold, and Dan Lanning was wearing a cotton hoodie.
Do you want to know why he does that?
Why does he do that?
He said after the game, he's like, I want to feel like I'm in the fight with my players.
Okay, fine.
So Coach Brady.
Hell yeah, Coach.
You want to have?
I'm not wearing the rain gear. I'm not wearing the rain gear. I want to be wet like my players.
I am getting trench nipple.
That's right. I thought swamp ass is when it's like hot.
Yes.
But you can also like I guess so, like hot and humid, I guess. No, it's not swamp ass. Trench nipple is better. We lost so many good men in World War I to trench nipple.
Wet cotton hoodie is sad, but the worst part is when you're trying to take off wet cotton hoodie.
Oh,
yeah.
It just becomes like one with your body.
I mean,
like,
it's the world's largest wet sock.
Yeah.
Which we all know is the worst possible human experience is, oh no, I've stepped in a puddle in my kitchen and now my socks are wet.
Yeah.
Why is it raining in your kitchen?
It's not. There's just you've never stepped in mystery wet.
I have 2 cats.
God.
Yeah.
Dude, mystery wet happens. It happens.
Okay. This game, the other thing about this game was the first score was a safety against Oregon on a botch
against Iowa.
Against Iowa. Thank you. A botch snap and illegal batting.
Yep.
It was illegal kicking. He kicked it out of the end zone rather to prevent Oregon from having a chance to recover it, but also just to guarantee a safety. Just take your loss.
I was struggling to snap to the punter is not something I would have saw.
The Ducks ran for 261 yards, as most Iowa's allowed since 2022. And Mark Gronowski becomes the Big Ten record holder for most consecutive games with a rushing TD by a quarterback, 9.
Move along, Wilburn Hollis.
I love it.
Maybe Oregon, right? Because Oregon State has had crazy special team struggles. Maybe Oregon has some sort of oppositional power where they could make the other team bad at special teams. And because all but probably like 5 or 6 weekends of the year, they're in Eugene, Corvallis is just getting the brunt of it. But a little bit goes out every time they have a road game.
Commish, we jump to FCS. I need you to walk me through Mercer, Western Carolina real fast.
Oh, this is...
Or take your time, actually, because this is good.
All right. So this one was for the SoCon auto bid, essentially. Mercer and Western Carolina. Western Carolina has never won the SoCon. And it's been like a rotating champion. And so this was Western Carolina's first shot to essentially win the SoCon ever. Mercer had won it last year. So this game, Mercer gets like a weird safety that kind of looks like he's out. It's also in the safety compilation. It was like 14-9. It looks like he was out. They reviewed it and they ruled that he was in. The quarterback, Teron Dickens, who set the passing record with like 40 some odd straight completions, like 43 or 46 straight completions.
Yep, I remember that.
He had 7 touchdown passes and 551 yards passing.
Woo! Spicy.
Western Carolina had a chance to win the game. It was 49-47 with a 33-yarder with a freshman kicker and 3 seconds left. Mercer ices the kicker. The freshman steps up and kicks it, and it just tails wide. Just misses. Now, it was missed wide, and Mercer's like, he missed it. Western Carolina fans, except the ones that are right behind the goalpost, couldn't tell if it went in or not, and they thought it went in. And so both Mercer and Western Carolina fans start like storming the field here.
A dual storming.
Like players were storming. Western Carolina fans, it was at Western Carolina. Fans were on. A fan picks up the kicker. And he's like, picks up to start celebrating with the kicker. And the kicker has to turn to the side and say, hey, I missed it.
Oh.
And he has to like sit it down. He's like, hey, I missed it. It was wide. And then so the person had to like put him down. And it was just like, it's gotta be brutal. Because it kind of looks like it went in, but the angle, like you could tell it was wide. But if you were on a different side, it looked like it was good. But this was somebody from our Instagram said that, and I got the video clip of it. I haven't posted it, but it's just incredible way, and I feel so bad for Mercer losing this game. I mean, I'm sorry, Western Carolina losing this game. They probably should have. Again, a safety is a point difference here. Yeah.
In the Big Sky, Montana and Montana State are marching towards each other. Both perfect in conference. Brawl of the Wild, it may come down to that for the conference. But let's talk about what Montana did this weekend. They beat Eastern Washington. Eastern Washington comes up with one of the best onside kicks I've ever seen. They running down the field, they're out of timeouts, and they need to spike it on 3rd and 1.
Or I think it was 3rd and 1 or 2nd and 1.
It was 3rd and 1.
Okay.
Because I'm going to share this with you. Everyone needs to watch this real fast.
Yeah, this is just another brutal FCS finish here.
That's Eastern over here, Montana over here. It's 3rd and 1.
Right.
They're going to spike it.
9 seconds left, yeah.
After they spike it, Skakel will spike
Fumbles the spike.
Oh no.
Disaster.
They can't stop it.
Game.
Oh, buddy. Oh.
Eastern
no.
quarterback fumbles the spike. Fumbles the spike. Montana recovers game. That is, I've never seen a game end like that before. On a fumbled spike. That is wild.
It was just, I mean, there's something that was, look, I feel bad for the kid. Like, it's like, he fumbled the, it's like, how do you fumble the spike? But he's clearly winding up, and as he's winding up, it just came out.
Monmouth, you lose in conference to UNH because you were on your second string quarterback, not third.
For the third game in a row.
Third game,
so
thank you.
Our boy Derek Robinson's still out. Hopefully he returns soon. But
you don't need a starting quarterback. Trust me, it'll be fine.
Monmouth had 2 turnovers, killers, and they couldn't run the ball at all.
You don't need running backs either.
Yeah.
Bucknell runs all over Fordham. Lehigh is currently undefeated in the Patriot League. Your Lehigh Hawks, Mountain Hawks.
The rivalry is shaping up to be a real good one, folks.
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
Commish, we had our longest non-scoring drive of the week here.
Yeah. The Lehigh Mountain Hawks were trying to basically salt the game away against Holy Cross. It was 38-3. Lehigh goes 15 plays, 54 yards in 10 minutes and 49 seconds. It was a turnover on downs. They didn't complete the running out the clock, but like Holy Cross had the ball for like a minute 30 after. They were basically 1 minute more than what Army did to Temple.
Nice try, Army.
In the Patriot League, like we said, it looks like Lehigh and Lafayette are undefeated and heading towards each other for the rivalries, which would be a lot of fun, like Pitt Girl said.
That'd be fantastic.
The Pards won the game against Colgate 59-42.
Whoo!
Pew, 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 pew,
Yeah.
pew, pew.
Yeah, the Pards, my God, man. This was a shootout. I'm trying to figure out the lowest scoring quarter, which was the third quarter. It was only 7-7 in that quarter. But, I mean, dude, it was 42-21 at halftime. And then they just evened the same amount of points. They both scored 21 in the second half. Incredible. Nearly 1,000 yards of offense.
UTRGV is still undefeated at home all time in NCAA history. Southeastern Louisiana loses one to LAMAR 14-12, which sets up a huge game with LAMAR and Stephen F. Austin this week.
The Cardiac Cardinals were at it again, but this time they did it a little bit differently. They were trying to run out the clock against Selah, deep in Selah's territory with like a minute something left. The Cardiac Cardinals decided to cough up the ball and fumble, and Selah recovered, but the Lions couldn't drive down and get a game-winning field goal. So LAMAR survives Cardiac Cardinal fashion, of course.
South Dakota State is in a bad way. They are 3-3 at conference at this point. They fell to South Dakota in state rivals.
Right.
Yikes.
And North Dakota State squeaked out a win for the Buffalo Coin. 15-10.
Yeah.
With that weird touchdown at the end. Yes.
We need to talk about our longest punt of the week because someone brought it to us.
So this is something that I tend to do. We can't get reliable data about punt distances for D2 and D3.
Well, full stop. It's hard to get it for D1. But we make it work.
D1, basically, we're like physically mining a spreadsheet for punt yards. So like we have to like do that manually. So it's at this point it's kind of a habit. So I don't think of it as hard, but like it's not something you can just click and like longest punt of the week. No, we have to find this. We have to dig through thousands of punts to find it. So for D2 and D3, we can't do this. D1, the longest punt of the week for D1, it's Mark Shanuda had an 82-yard punt for Tennessee State.
Nice.
Now, typically an 82-yard punt is going to be your longest punt of the week. But this week, no, it was not. Also, Mark Shanuda had a punt blocked in return for safety.
Mm-hmm.
Or like blocked from like He was like 20 yards out of the end zone. It was on like the 20-yard line when he punted. It was blocked so hard the block went all the way back out of the end zone.
Hell yeah.
Out of the stadium. You'll see that in the safety compilation. If you watch it, you'll also see his 82-yard punt because I put it up there too because it's the longest punt in D1. For D2, we got tagged in a post from the Findlay, or is it the Findlay Oilers in Findlay, Ohio. I hope I said that right.
My reading on it is Finley, but like
Finley,
that's
but, like,
I can't guarantee that that's correct.
So Finley, it's got the LAY, not LEY. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like Finley. It's fine. But the Oilers in D2, they're playing in an essential de facto conference title game. Finley's up 14-0, and they got to stop. But Ashland, who was ranked also, their punter pinned the Oilers on the 1. Finley couldn't really advance the ball and was forced to punt with just a couple of minutes left before the half. Their punter Owen Clevenger punted the bomb that totally flipped the field and essentially prevented Ashland from a good scoring opportunity. Finley wound up winning their conference title 14-3. I have a quote from the Finley assistant athletic director, Kyle Neerman. He says, quote, "I was on the sideline and I can honestly say I've never seen a punt, 1, fire up a sideline like that, and 2, totally suck out the air of a home stadium. I realize this sounds insane. Haha." And I'm like, it doesn't sound insane to us. We love it.
No.
We believe you. We believe you, Kyle. So you're gonna be getting the trophy sent to you, Owen. He DM'd us. He's like, "Hey, am I getting anything from you guys? I'd love some swag." I was like, "Don't worry, we got something set up for you, Owen." They sent us the actual video of this too, not the sideline video.
Yeah, thank God, an actual video of this game.
Yeah, instead of us having this on, he sent the vertical, the horizontal shot instead of just like the vertical they had on the Instagram post that they labeled us as a contributor for too, which is very nice. Thank you so much, Oilers. They must have known that my playground mascot was the Oilers back in Louisiana. So that was amazing. And then I think the fun thing that we had on Friday.
Yes.
This is
from
can we play this?
This is from West Virginia high school football.
Yeah, can we play this?
Give me a sec.
And we could just end this on this clip.
We're gonna end this episode with us reacting to this clip.
Yeah,
because it is the best big dude run I've seen.
It is the best big man thick six ever.
The thickest six.
Yes.
Here we go.
Wide receiver look for the Monarchs. Another rush. They're going to throw the screen. It's intercepted. How about the big fella, Akeem Davis? He's staying on his feet. Look at who
they don't blow the whistle.
They're pulling.
Akeem Davis is still moving at the 30. At the 25, he's stuck down
the guy's
there.
Pushing him.
Are you kidding me? Akeem Davis. He is.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Akeem Davis.
Listener, if you haven't, shout out to the extremely Yinzer. Oh my God, there at the end, by the way. If you haven't seen this clip, listener, please go watch this clip because I need you to understand that Hakeem Davis is so much bigger than every other kid on this field. Like just like here is a giant and here are a bunch of toddlers. Like this guy, it makes sense that they couldn't tackle him even when it was like a rugby scrum thing. Like it's just,
I love
it's like a bunch of ants trying to kill a dragon.
On the clip. You have the guy going crazy. He's like Akeem Davis. He's like there's the color commentators like they're gonna have trouble getting him down.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then he's like, it's like a rugby scrum out there. Oh, and then he's like, there he goes. And he's like, oh my God. It's like he's chuckling. The color commentator just can't help it. He's like, he broke free. He's like, he broke free. just the joy of the commentators. And I think this was even on SportsCenter. Because I was going to bed after Tulane in Memphis, but I couldn't sleep. Thank you, Tulane. Because I was a little bit wound up and I had to calm the blood pressure down. And this happened. This came across our timeline. And then it went viral overnight, and I posted it everywhere, like YouTube, Blue Sky, everywhere. After I first saw it, so it was a phenomenal clip, great clip, the thickest six ever. If we had the Piesman, we got to send this to the Akeem Davis.
Hey, folks, that's what we got for tonight. We'll see you on Thursday for our preview of Week 12.